Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello friends, in this video I will talk about what an IP address is. IP address stands for Internet Protocol Address. IP address itself has a definition of a numeric label assigned to each device connected to be a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. For your info, IP address have two main functions, namely, the first, to host and identify between networks. The second, as location addressing. IP can be said to be divided into two, namely, the first IPv4, which defines it as a 32-bit number, and IPv6, which defines the IP address as a 128-bit number. Okay, an IP address is like a name on a computer. IP address have a 4 octet. For example, x.x.x.x. For the number range from 0 to 255. An IP usually has a second slash or what we call a prefix. Okay, for those who don't know about prefix is the number of IP that can be used. There is also a name called subnetting. Now, subnetting itself the meaning of something that is used to determine the most effective prefix. For example, there are 6 computers and he uses the /24 prefix, so he is not effective. Why is it not effective? We will discuss later. Okay, now IP in general there are two, namely the first IP public. IP public has the meaning of IP used by the internet. For example, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. The main feature of IP public is that it can be accessed anywhere. Remember, anywhere. The second is IP private. IP private has the meaning of IP that is on the local network only. Okay, you can see friends, in this presentation there are several IP private such as 10.0.0.0 to 10.255.255.255 and etc. You can see. Okay, next, the main feature of IP private is, of course, the opposite of IP public. That is, it can only be accessed from the local network itself. Well, now we learn to calculate the local IP. The total IP. Example number 1. That is, okay, wait. The pattern to calculate the total IP is 2 to the power of 32. Pattern to prefix total IP. Okay, 2 to the power of 32 minus prefix value equals to total IP. Okay, for example, /24 prefix 24, 2 to the power of 32 minus 24 equals to 2 to the power of 8 equals to 256. Then the prefix is 256. Okay, continue. Now we will learn to determine the subnet mask. Okay, for pattern to find of subnet (256) minus total IP equals subnet. Okay, for example, /25. The first we calculate total IP 2 to the power of 32 minus 25 equals to 2 to the power of 7 equals 128. Okay, then the subnet is 128. Okay, so for the subnet mask, we will enter this number for in the last octet. For example, subnet mask /25 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 128. You can see this number in the last octet here, not here, not here, and not here, but here in the last octet. Okay, maybe that is all the discussion in this video. Keep up the enthusiasm to learn. Greeting Roy of IT friends. See you in the next video.